I can extend the use of place value discs to represent 3 and 4 digit by 1 digit multiplication. Okay, let's do some mental math. Finish the chart below. So you see you have expanded form and then you have standard form. So go ahead and fill in the chart and proceed when you are ready. Okay, now that your brains are ready to go, see if you can solve these problems without writing them down. So try to solve these without writing them down. Okay, in our application problem today, you're going to calculate the total amount of milk in 3 cartons as each carton contains 236 milliliters of milk. So use your place value chart and your tape diagram to help you solve this problem. Okay, represent 6 times 162 on your place value chart using the repeated addition way. Work with a partner to solve. Be ready to tell me if you had to regroup or bundle. So the repeated addition way is the way you've been doing it. So you would have 162 in groups of 6. Okay, so I solved it. And it took a lot. 162 times 6. It took a lot. So I think that we might be able to find a faster way to express our answer. We will use a place value chart to help. So what happened in the ones column on the place value chart? We had to regroup 10 ones for 110, and we were left with 2 ones. So we see we had to push 1 over. That means we got rid of this group, and now we have 2 ones. So if you look over here, for standard algorithm, we left our 2 in the ones. See that? We left our 2 in the ones. And then we carried the 1. See that? We carried the 1. It's on the line now. Okay? So then, let's look at our tens column. So when we multiplied the tens column, we exchanged 30 tens for 300s, and we're left with 6 tens. The extra 1 from the ones place gave us 7 tens. So if you look, we were able to bundle 30 of them and move them over. That left us with 6, but then our 1 from the other added onto it gave us 7. So if you look over here, we have our 6 plus 1, and our answer would be 7. Okay? So now let's look at the hundreds. 600s plus the 300s we regrouped equals 900s. Since there is no need to regroup, we can write the number in the hundreds column. We've already added the 300s, so we could cross that out. So if you look closely, you'll see that we originally had 600s, but we've added 3 to it, and that gave us 9. So if you look over here, the 6 with the 3 added onto it is 900. So our answer, 162 times 6, is 972. So I've got a brilliant idea. Let's try to solve using partial and standard algorithm instead of the place value chart. Let's start with the ones column. What is 5 times 7? it is the same as 35 ones or 3 tens and 5 ones. So we have 35 ones in partial algorithm. That's the way we labeled it. And we have 3 tens and 5 ones. So if you look over here, we have our 3 tens and 5 ones. Okay, so both of them equal 35. Now, let's look at the tens column. We multiply 5 times 3 tens and get 15 tens. So 15 tens is the same as 150. So we had 15 tens plus 3 would be the same as 18. What do? We carry the 1, just like when we're adding. Okay. Now let's look at the hundreds place. 5 times 2 hundreds gives us 10 hundreds. But in the standard algorithm, we had to add the 100 that is on the line to make 11 hundreds. So 5 times 2 is 10, and it's in the hundreds, so we have 10 hundreds or 1,000. And over here we had 10, but we added the 1 to it, which gave us 11. Did we get the same answer both times? Yes. Partial and standard, you get the same answer. So whichever method you think is easiest, try it out. Do it, okay? But I think for your assignment tonight, you're going to have to know standard and partial. So you need to make sure you know how to do both before we conclude today. So I'm going to have you try it out using partial and standard algorithm. Okay, pause it and try it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and help you solve this problem. Make sure you are understanding it. We start in the ones column. So 6 times 6 is 36. In our partial algorithm, we just write the number 36. In our standard algorithm, we're going to write the 6, but we're going to bundle and move our 3 over. And you know, I really don't like doing it on the line. That really bothers me. So the way I do it, you know, they want you to do it on the line, but I like to carry it up above just like I do when I add and subtract. So now let's move to our tens. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 1 is 6. Don't forget to add the 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. And now let's look at this next column, our hundreds column. 7 times 6. 700 times 6 is 420. 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so 6 plus nothing is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9, 10, 11. Oh, you know what? I messed up on that. Sorry about that, kids. I was thinking something is not working here. So let's look at this. Forgot, when you multiply by hundreds, you add 2 zeros. So we actually have 4,200. 4,200. Sorry about that. We got a lot of background noise going here, so I'm having a hard time focusing. Hopefully it's not picking up too much on your end. Okay, so we have 6, 9. Well, 42. Did I get the same answer? Yes, I eventually got the same answer. So see, even teachers struggle sometimes, and it's important for you to know that you don't just give up when you make a mistake. You keep plugging towards it and trying to do your best until you actually do it correctly. Okay. Shane measured 453 milliliters of water in a beaker. Olga measured 3 times as much water. How much water did they measure altogether? Draw a tape diagram and use standard algorithm to solve. Discuss with a partner how you would solve this problem. So go ahead, try it out, and then we will talk about it when we're done. Okay, so start with a tape diagram. We know that he measured 457 milliliters of water in a beaker. So this is Shane. Shane measured 457 milliliters. Okay. Olga measured 3 times the amount Shane did. So she did that 3 times. How much did they measure all together? Now, how would you do this? How many times do we have the number 457? We have it 4 times. So you do 457 times what? What would you multiply it by? And what would your answer be? Okay, solve using each method. Let me do a couple with you and then I'll let you go on your own. So 4 times 4 is 16. So we have 16 here also, but we're going to carry our 1, remember? Then we have 30 times 4 would be the same as 120. You add your 0. Four times 3 is 12 plus 1. Did I get the same answer? Yes, I did. Let's try these. Actually, I want you to do that one on your own. B. Let's try a couple of these together. So, using standard algorithm, 3 times 1 is 3. Carry the 1. Do I carry the 1? No, I don't have a 1 to carry, do I? Well, I'm struggling here. Okay, 3 times 5 is 15. This time you carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. Go ahead, do the rest on your own. Looks fairly easy. Remember, when you're talking about product, you're talking about the answer to a multiplication problem.